Hello! So I am in the process of cleaning my room, which I realized I thought you weren't gonna really be able to see, but you can kind of see, so like we're gonna... That's a little better. Okay, so today I am filming an unhaul. I haven't gone through my books in a really long time, let's be real, because I am... Okay, I don't like this angle. We're going back. Ignore the mess. I'll just like... do that. Okay, so I haven't gone through my books in a really long time, and so I actually found an entire bag of books to get rid of, and so I'm going to be selling these to half-price books because that's a good way to get them into the hands of other people. And yeah, I watch unhauls and I really enjoy watching unhauls, but I like more when they have reasonings about books. But if you don't like that, there's a list in the description of all the books and their Goodreads links if you are not interested in hearing me discuss why I'm getting rid of them. So first I have Fablehaven by Brandon Mule. Brandon Mule, for some reason, like, talked to my elementary school or something, and I was like fangirling, and so I like got this book because it was his, and it was like, I was really into Spiderwick Chronicles at this point, and so I was like, this sounds kind of similar, like, yeah, so it's signed, actually, which is kind of dope, but, yeah, so, I never read it, I don't think I'm ever going to read it, hopefully someone else will read it. Okay, next I have The Science of Harry Potter by Roger Highfield. So this is one of those books, when you're a child, that your mom says, you're never going to read that, and you say, yes I will, it's about Harry Potter. And she's like, you're not going to read it, and you're like, I'll show you, so you buy it. And here we are, 5 years later, at the least, unread. So, yeah, this is kind of a cool concept, but I just opened it earlier to like read a page, because it's split into sections to see if I was like actually interested in it, and it was like, owls. Owls are sedentary creatures, so they would be pretty bad male animals. And I was like, I'm done. So, yeah. Next, I have the books Delirium and Requiem in the Delirium series. This book has always sounded kind of intriguing to me. It's like Love is a Disease. Oh, these are by Lauren Oliver. Sorry. It's like the Love is a Disease book, right? What if love were a disease? That's the subtitle right there. So, yes, it is the Love is a Disease book. But I've heard these are pretty, like, if I was younger and I read them, I would have really liked them, but now I'm probably not going to be that into them. So I'm going to go ahead and give them to someone who would be super into them now, and hopefully they'll be excited, because both of them are, like, good as new. So even though originally I got them at half-price books, oh, I have to take those stickers off so that they'll rebuy them, right? Is that a thing? I don't know. I have The Diary of Anne Frank. I just have 2 copies of this. Warrior Into the Wild. It's the first book in the Warrior series, super big for a lot of people, super big like reading monument for many kids. I had it, the first book, never read it. I'm a dog person, every time I read it I was like, ugh, cats, and so yeah. I have How to Make Coffee by Lainey Kingston. It's a cute coffee table book, but I don't really have a purpose for keeping it on my shelves, and honestly, it's like cute looking, but then when it's on the shelf and it's the spine, it's like, why is that book so short? So these sound ridiculous. The Year of Secret Assignments by Jacqueline Moriarty. I had this book for so long, and honestly I think I kept it because it's like super pretty, but I just never read it. Like, I remember I would take it to my friends' houses and stuff, like, oh, I'm gonna read this, and then I never did. And here we are, and it looks very middle grade-y, and that sounds, yeah, it's about pen pal program. The synopsis ends with, not to mention some really excellent kissing, so I'm gonna pass. Next, I have Legend by Marie Lu. My friend gave me this book. I was like, yeah, I'll read it. Next, I have The Strange Case of Origami Yoda. I don't know how to explain this one. This was so popular, so I bought it, and then I'm a book collector, so I kept it, and then I ran out of room for my book collection because I had books like this on the shelf. And I hope another child will enjoy this and fold their own Origami Yoda. I have The Secret Language of Girls by Frances O'Rourke Dowell. This is the same thing, a middle grade book that I got in my middle grade contemporary times, and then I just never read it, and now it's like really unappealing to me. I have Revival by Stephen King. I got this at a thrift store one time because I was like, Stephen King for $4 hardcover? What? And then I've never heard anyone actually ever talk about this book, and I've watched like many people's like my Stephen King collection or my favorite Stephen Kings, and no one's ever talked about this book, so I low-key think it doesn't exist. Conspiracy theory, I'm the only person who owns the Stephen King book. Well, not anymore. But also, it just doesn't sound that like riveting. It sounds like, I don't know. Okay. Next, I have 2 Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. I have Project Rules and The Last Straw. I grew out of these, but I love them. They're cute. I might just give these to my sister. She's little, and so we have a big pile of my old books in the closet for things that she'll grow into eventually, but a lot of these are kind of like so far off because she's 5. But these may be a little closer. Not that much, but you know, a little bit. I also have 4 books in the Click series. I was totally obsessed with this. These girls were so rude. Whenever I read it, my parents told me I was being rude, and I was in love, and I watched the Click movie all of the time, which I'm pretty sure is literally awful. But the 4 books I have here are The Click, which is the first one, Invasion of the Boy Snatchers, which I think is the 4th one, and then It's Not Easy Being Mean and Breakfast at Tiffany's, but I have no idea where these fall in the series. I think they're like, this one might be book number 8, but that means the series has been on for a really long time. Alright, I just have 5 books left. 2 of these are I Am Number 4 and The Rise of 9 by Pittacus Lore. These are the I Am Number 4 books. I Am Number 4, I read it in 4th grade. It was a super cool series, aliens, powers, you know, all that jazz, and I really liked this book. And I tried to read the second one, and I got kind of bored, and so I've kind of lost interest in this. The thing where they do the writing is cool, where they write Lorien Legacies on there, but other than that, yeah, I don't know. Aliens? Okay. This is another book my friend gave me, and I said I would read, and then I'm getting rid of The Clockwork Theory by Matthew J. Kirby. It just seems a little younger than what I'm aiming for, and honestly, I'm really in the habit of reading things that I've heard at least like one other person talk about, and I know that's bad, and I'm probably missing out on so much literature, but like, I don't know. The font is pretty. I don't know. Hopefully someone else will be like super excited to find that. And then I have 2 more that I think are kind of in the same vein-ish. I have Evermore by Alison Knoll, which is, I think it's like a, oh, she can hear people's thoughts. That's quirky. This is like Twilight Land. That time period is what this stems from. And the same as Peeps by Scott Westerfield. Scott Westerfield is like pretty famous, but I've never heard anyone talk about this one. And so, Peeps by Scott Westerfield, I'm pretty sure it's a vampire book. My friend gave this to me a really long time ago and I never read it. This is really awkward. I haven't read most of these books. Okay. And now this bag is empty. So I will put it on my head. Alright. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel after like a freaking year. That's insane. But yeah. Okay. I will see you soon. Have a fantastic day, and I talk about doing an unhaul in a vlog that I'm filming this week, because I'm seeing what the experience of being a #vlogger is like, and that's kind of hilarious to me, but also I think it's fun. So